Hey guys, welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to go through my residential house and show you how to assign it to sheets and schedules. First, I want to create a window schedule. To do that, I'll go to the View tab, select Schedule, and then Schedule Quantities, and I'm going to scroll down all the way to Windows. So I'll select that, and then make sure I have Schedule Building Components. If I choose Schedule Keys, then I would have to input my own values. But I want my schedule to be based on the building components that are already a part of my project. And for my house phase, I'll go with House Addition. If you were making a schedule based just on existing construction, then you could reasonably go with existing versus House Addition. So phasing actually helps out for schedules as well. So I'll hit OK, and now under Fields, I will insert my family. I'll include what level it's on. I'll also include my mark, that is the number it's associated with, and I'll move that up. Alright, let's include a rough width and a sill height. We'll also include what type it is. We'll do the overall width, overall height. We'll include in a comment section and a count, how many windows there are. Alright, and now I'll just get these organized. One thing to be aware of is that all of these categories may not necessarily have values associated with them for every item. And again, this is because Revit is a business information modeling system, meaning whatever data you put into it is what you'll get out of it. So you won't always get the information that you want out of every single section. Alright, so now that I've got this all organized, I've got my sill height, my width, my count, which I'll actually move that up a bit. When I hit OK, you'll see that it automatically populates a schedule. We have all our windows based on the mark, we have the family, there's the type, the count, what level they're on. Some are on the first floor existing, some are on the second floor. We have the sill heights. You can see the rough width, and that there's nothing there, because again, that information might not be there. My width, my height, and any comments I might have. So that's it for the window schedule. Now, if I want to do another schedule, for instance, if I decide I want to make a door schedule, I'll just scroll down to Doors, and hit OK, and we'll repeat the process for doors. I'll put in my family. Let me look around. I'll do my type then. I'll do the width of my door. And let's include also our height. We'll do what level it's on. The count and description. And what else? Actually, that's more than enough for the sake of example here. So I'll move my level down. I'll move my description down. Actually, I'll move my level up. So width, height, count. Alright, that looks good. So I'll go under sorting and grouping and sort this by level. That way I'll be able to see what all's on my first floor, then what's on the second floor. Formatting looks good, appearance looks good. I'll just keep them at the defaults, but remember you can change anything you need here. Even after you've made your schedule, just click into it and then click Edit next to the appropriate field. Alright, so that is our door schedule. Actually, let me go back into Fields and add the type mark, see if that shows up. And it does, and it actually has data associated with it. Alright, so we now have all sorts of information. I'm going to rename this to Door Schedule Main. And so now we're ready to put this information onto a sheet. So select the sheet that you want it on, or you can create a new sheet. Just go to Sheets All, right-click, and select New Sheet. Load in the sheet that you like, and it'll come up with a blank sheet. So now I'll go under my Schedules, and I'll just drag Door Schedule Main onto the sheet. I'll do the same with the window schedule. Just drag it right onto there. Now, one thing that you might notice is that there seems to be an awful lot of white space. But if you play around with the schedule, you can get the formatting so that it shrinks it down to a single line space. And you can also break the spreadsheet apart, if you choose to. So every time you hit that small symbol on the right, it'll split your schedule in half. If you want to recombine them, just drag one of the split schedules onto another, and they'll combine back together. So just keep in mind that that symbol right there will split your schedule up into two separate sections. And you can then move those sections around however you like. Or if you decide you don't want them split, you can just drag one over onto the other and they'll recombine. And now we'll go into the other schedule, and we will drag the family field over to reduce the row height. We'll move the other schedule over so we can see what we're doing. And we'll keep on adjusting these categories until we can get everything down to a single line spacing. So just keep on increasing the width of the columns until it gets to the point that you want. And again, you can always edit your settings by double-clicking into the schedule on the sheet. And then you can edit your schedule. You can change the titles, you can change the fields, and you can always drag them back onto a sheet or keep them as is, whatever you need for your project. And these same basic principles apply to floor plans or really any other view that you have. We can drag our base cabinet detail onto a sheet. We can throw on one of our renderings. So any view that you have, if you just click on it once from the project browser, then you can drag it into your sheet. If you double click on it accidentally, it'll actually open that view. Alright guys, that concludes our tutorial on sheet setups, adding views to sheets, and also schedules. I'll see you guys in the next course.